how many of you guys love doing the bench press and want to go to the gym and do the bench press, but whenever you do the bench press you have shoulder issues and you can't maximize your bench press? Then I'm here to give you three best solutions you'll ever hear on YouTube for improving your bench press without shoulder pain. All right, so these three tips which I'm going to give you, it's nothing to do with the normal tips which people give you about retracting the scapula or using the proper leg position. These tips are way beyond them and you're going to love it. And once you incorporate these tips into your routine, your shoulder pain will go forever. Hey guys, it's Agish from AK Fitness, and today we're going to talk about bench pressing without shoulder pain. All right. So if you are one of those guys who go to the gym and love doing the bench press, just like me, and you do your warm up sets, and then when you come to the major set, you do the bench press, and then suddenly you have a shoulder pain. I know so many guys in my gym, and I've been getting a lot of requests saying that give me some tips on how to bench press without shoulder pain. All right, so I'm going to give you three tips. The first tip, all right, is to switch to a overhead specialty program. What I mean is just by doing more overhead presses than your bench press, right? This might sound a little weird because you want to improve your bench press, but why are you doing overhead press? All right, there's an indirect or direct correlation with overhead press and bench press. When you increase your overhead press, automatically your bench press goes up. Now, when you do the overhead press, right? When I say overhead press, I mean good form, all right? I mean bringing the bar all the way down to your chest, pausing it, and then exploding back up. I don't want to do that half rep shit. And if you guys seen my other videos, I preach that pause overhead press builds your upper chest, all right? So while doing the overhead press, what mainly, if you notice, right, what mainly happens is your scapula gets worked really well. So what happens is when you the major cause for shoulder issues while doing the bench press is scapular retraction. Even I've been lifting for 4 years. Even I cannot retract my scapula fully and in a proper way. Okay, it takes time and it's very hard. Only some people can get it right. And so if you do the overhead press frequently, what's going to happen is you're going to work your scapula more. Your scapula is going to get, when doing the overhead press, you'll notice if you take someone, if you tell someone to take a video from behind, you'll notice your scapula is getting retracted and expanded. So that will help you in retracting the scapula. Now the other two tips are the best. You're going to love it. All right. Now if you have shoulder pain while doing the bench press, what I would suggest is switch from a touch and go bench to a pause bench. All right. So I've seen a lot of guys in my gym, including me, right? I was one of those guys who have long arms, right? I have long arms, and I can't, and I believe that I cannot touch my the bar on my chest, right? Because I have long arms, and if I touch my the bar on my chest, I get shoulder pain and stuff like that. So I used to do the half rep shit, which the bodybuilders do, but that is completely false. All right, I want you to touch the bar on the chest, all right, and this time I want you to retract the bar. I mean, touch the bar on the chest and pause for 3 seconds and then explode back up. Now, if you do the pause bench press, all right, another reason why people get shoulder pain while doing the bench press is that your shoulders are more dominated than your chest, right? Just like me, I have blessed shoulders, I have really big shoulders, but my chest not that great. So while doing the half rep shit, right, what's going to happen is when you can do it now, right? When seeing the video, bring the bar halfway down, all right, not the bar, just your hand halfway down, and then when you explode back up, you'll notice that your shoulders, my shoulders are coming into play than my chest. All right, that means your shoulder dominant and your shoulders will take over the movement, and that's why you're getting the shoulder pain. Your anterior delts, your front delt starts paining because your front delts take over the weight. So while doing the pause bench, what happens is you're resting the bar on the chest, and once you explode back up, your chest will have to come into play. It sounds ridiculous, but do it and you will feel the pump on your chest and you can thank me later. All right, so no more touch and go for you guys. I stopped touch and go long back, right? Every time I do the bench, it's always pause, bring it back down, hold for 3 seconds and then explode back up. You will notice that your chest gets a good pump and establish a mind muscle connection. The third tip which I'm going to give you is do the pause bench and switch it up with flow presses. Now flow presses is an amazing exercise for guys who have shoulder pain. All right, what's so special about the floor press? First, nobody does them in the gym. I'm the only guy who does this and everyone is like, what the hell is he doing? So what happens is you just lie on the floor and do the normal bench press. Now the specialty with floor press is that it breaks the concentric and eccentric motion. All right, it's just like a deadlift. So when you bring in the bar down, you are breaking the chain, right? You're breaking stretch reflex. What this engages, same like the pause bench, that your shoulders cannot come into play, right? You're rocking the weight, and well, if you're going to explode back up, your chest has to come into play. Your body doesn't know, which is like, does it, like body doesn't know if you want to build the chest or the shoulders, right? All it knows is that you're lifting the weight from A to B. So if your chest are not dominant, okay, if your mind muscle connection is not strong with the chest, what your body is going to do is your body is going to recruit the shoulder muscles to take over the weight, right? It just wants to move the weight from A to B, right? Similarly, like for example, bicep curl. If your biceps are not strong, right, your shoulders are going to do. I mean, your body is going to do something to move the weight from A to B. So it's going to use your lower back, your anterior delts to bring up the weight. It doesn't know that you're working your biceps. Similarly, it doesn't know you're working your chest. So you need to mimic the body. So instead of doing it, it doesn't go. Bench press doesn't work for guys who have dominant shoulders. Guys who have dominant shoulders start doing the floor press, and trust me, I tell you guys, you're gonna love the pump in the chest, because first time you're gonna feel the pump in the chest. Because a lot of guys who do the touch and go bench press, I guarantee you feel no pump in the chest, and your shoulders take over and you get shoulder pain. So next time you're doing the bench press, do the pause bench press or do the floor press. The floor press, like I said, bring the bar down and you're literally racking the weight, right? And you're breaking the concentric eccentric chain. So there is like dead stop movement right here, and then you're exploding back up. When you explode, your chest automatically comes into play. So follow these 3 tips, and I'm telling you guys, this will change your bench pressing routine, and you're gonna find, like now I have no shoulder pains, right? Because I overhead press frequently, so and that takes care of my scapula, and I do pause benches, no more touch and go, and I do floor presses. So whenever I do my bench press, there is no fear of me getting shoulder pain, and that's it, guys. So hope you guys like this video, and hope you guys like the tip. Do the tips and do let me know how it feels, right? You're gonna love the pump in the chest, and your chest is gonna grow.